Good evening. Welcome to Reading Things with a Southern Accent, 2020, episode 27. We have surpassed the first round of Reading Things with a Southern Accent by 4 episodes. My name is Murph. I do this little thing every day right now to provide some sort of distraction to the current stay-at-home lockdown orders that are all over the country and the world for that matter. We learned here today in Summit County, things are going to start opening back up little by little. I'm not exactly sure when businesses will be able to be fully open because it's actually not totally clear. Governor Polis made some announcements. There's supposed to be more announcements tomorrow. Thursday's supposed to be a big press conference going out. So we'll find out more then. But until they say, hey, everybody, go back to normal, we're going to keep doing these little readings here on the internet. I do want to say that today in Colorado, or in my part of Colorado, which is at 9,100 feet above sea level, the sun was out. It was nice. It was pretty much a nice day. And then I walked here to do my reading, and it started snowing. So there you have it. Snow. It is April the 22nd. Just in case you didn't know, today's Wednesday, April the 22nd. It did snow at my house. Do we have people? The Yates and the Salees. Craig Salee is here. Craig Salee. I used to get in a lot of trouble with your brother, Craig Salee. Doug told me he was going to be here. Doug and Janelle. South Carolina, right? Not Georgia anymore. South Carolina. Howdy. We made it. Good to see you. I'll put my phone here. Can you see it? Walter did not join me today. He is over here. But he is quietly curled in a ball on the couch. Devra. Hi, Devra. Cousin's wife. There was something else I was going to say. I can't remember what it was. The kids are outside playing. The sun is shining. They're trying to start lifting the bands. Let's hope in the relatively near future these things start to just dissipate. We can get back to normal. My wife can open her business back up, and we can actually go to a restaurant. Because you know what? I miss chicken wings. I made chicken wings last night here at the house, and they were good. My wife made a buffalo sauce. That was delicious. But you know what's better? Is sitting in a restaurant and having someone bring you a basket full of chicken wings and saying, here, shove your face in this. I can't wait. Marnie. Who? Marnie? Mrs. Silly is here. Doug Yates, correct, South Carolina. This is great. I love the live aspect of this. So what I'm doing is I'm recording these. I do these live every day, and then I record them. I put them out on the Instagram and the YouTube. Now, if you want to share this with all your friends, I need 1,000 subscribers, and I can start making money off this on YouTube. If anyone can reach out to Chanel, what good is it having a friend who works as an anchor on the Today Show if I can't even get a mention? So if any one of you guys can reach out to Chanel, say, hey, remember Murph? Let's give me some mentions here. I'll go on Fallon. It's fine. We're not that big of a competition. Okay. Tonight's reading, again, comes from this book here. We're doing Shakespeare, and the book that we read from belongs to my wife. She picked it out of a trash dump in Mobile, Alabama, sometime in the 1980s. It was published in 1938, so it is an 80-something-year-old book that I hold here in my hands, and it is Shakespeare. It is called 23 Plays and the Sonnets. So, tonight's reading, now again, I've given all the power. The producer is here, by the way. She's with me tonight. She abandoned me last night, but she's back again tonight. I've given the power and the reins over to the producer to choose the readings out of this book. And tonight she selected a piece from the Comedy of Errors. I always thought it was a comedy of errors. It is it is the Comedy of Errors. Thank you for that note. I appreciate that. Is that commentary or is that where I'm supposed to start reading? So, the Comedy of Errors. We are in Act 3, over here. Act 3, Scene 2 of A Comedy of Errors. Dang it. The. See, this is why I'm here. She's in my IFB. The Comedy of Errors. It's funny, I point that she's over here, but I go to this here. The Comedy of Errors. This is Shakespeare. Shakespeare has been a good read for us. I've had a lot of fun with it. I think I'm feeling a draw towards Poe for the next one. Because we have a book full of Edgar Allan Poe stuff. Let's see how this works out. Who else is here? 4. We got 4. At least it's not just my mom and dad. No offense to mom and dad, but you know. This is delicious. This was a gift. It is Old Forester, not Four Roses. This was a gift from a couple of friends. They brought it by, and they said, "Here, drink this on your show." So I appreciate that. If you know anyone in American Crew, as of yesterday, we have no hair product left. So, you know, have them send us a case, maybe. Here we go. See, this is why she's here. The Comedy of Errors by William Shakespeare. Act 3, Scene 2. Here we go. I am an ass. I am a woman's man. And besides myself, what woman's man and how... I think there's a word missing here.
I wrote it on my paper.
It says I am an ass. Mm-hmm. But I think there's a word missing here from the tape.
Besides.
Okay. I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself. What woman's man and how besides thyself? Marry, sir, marry, sir, besides thyself, I am due to a woman. One that claims me, one that haunts me, one that will have me. What claim lays she to thee? Marry, sir, that's M-A-R-R-Y. Marry, sir, such claim as you would lay to your horse, and she would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, holy crap, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me. What is she? A very reverend body. I such a one as a man may not speak of without he say, Sir, reverence. I have but lean luck in the match, and yet is she a wondrous fat marriage. How dost thou mean a fat marriage? Marry, sir, she's the kitchen wench in all grease, and I know not. Oh, she says I'm going British. Stand by. Mary. Now I'm all confused. Have you ever heard the term discombobulated? That's where I am. Mary, sir, she's the kitchen wench. She's the kitchen wench, and all grease, and I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her and run from her by her own light. I warrant her rags and the tallow in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world. What complexion is she of? Swart, like my shoe, but her face, nothing like so clean kept. For why she sweats a man may go over shoes in the grime of it. That's a fault that water will mend. No, sir, 'tis in grain. Noah's flood could not do it. What's her name? Nail, sir, but her name and 3/4, and that's an L and 3/4, will not measure her from hip to hip. This is what happens when I let her choose the readings. None of that made a single bit of sense to me. Maybe it made sense to you. I have no idea. Shakespeare is complicated. I never really paid attention to it in school, or to him in school. I was more into the weird literature, like Ginsberg. But I like the Shakespeare. I think he should have been from the South. I think if William Shakespeare and Mark Twain would have gotten together and written something, it would have been astounding. But that is from Act 3, Scene... So Act 2, Scene... No. Act 3, Scene 2. You're giving me false cues here. Act 3, Scene 2 of The Comedy of Errors. Now, that is it for the reading tonight. I'm going to pick up the communication device here and see if there's anyone here that I should talk to. Nathan Cottrell just tuned in. Hello, Nathan Cottrell. You're my lone person from Philadelphia tonight. I'm going with the Southern accent for the whole deal right now. Maybe when you read it the second time through later on. I don't read it through a second time, Douglas. I read it once, and I record it, and then I post it for the replays. It is all from the same reading. Nathan Cottrell, WC's. Hello, Father. Hi, Beth Keller. Dude. Janelle, Doug, we talked. Craig, we talked. Marnie's here. Hello. There's 10 people, but there's only a couple of people commenting. I don't know who the others are. Who are my other people? 9. I just lost one. It's not that bad, I promise. I'm sorry. All right, later tonight.
Please read it to me.
Oh, read it. I'll read it to Kristen later in bed.
Oh.
The Comedy of Errors. I mean, we have been married for 24 years. All right. Well, that does it, I think, for tonight. Episode 27 of Reading Things with a Southern Accent. We do this because of the coronapocalypse, coronavirus, COVID-19, social distancing, stay-at-home, lockdown. It is here to just provide a tiny, tiny little bit of distraction to all the constant news and following of the numbers and finding out when the bans will be lifted and all of those things. We're just here to have a teeny tiny little bit of fun. Because why? Because in times like these, we need some nonsense. Levity. Levity is the word. So, my name is Murph, and as always, I'm signing off. Please wash your hands. Good night.